So listen to this. It's true, okay? I worked for three different moving companies. This first one paid me 120 a day. I mean, like it's 12-hour shifts sometimes, plus over that. Sometimes you get lucky, you only got 8 hours. He was paying me cash, so he was paying me under the table. No one knew about this. It was just me, him, people. And next company, I left him for 125 a day to pay, not like to have taxes, just but making 125 a day on a 1099, that's killing you, bro. That's you're making 50 bucks a day. And then next company, I made 150 a day. Then he lifted me up to 200 a day. The company after that, I made 250 a day, or 200 or 150 a day. There was sometimes tips in these companies where the people would tip you money. The highest tip I've ever gotten, and that was only one time, was $500. It's huge tips, okay? And these guys know that, the ones that own the companies, and they're like, yeah, you're gonna get tipped. Hopefully, you're gonna get tipped. Yeah, so because they don't want you to feel like, don't ask me for money, ask them for money, sort of situation. And all these people were Russians, by the way, every single one of them. Every single one of them. And I'm sitting here at Starbucks, correct? And this guy that was in a loading truck, unloading, he was unloading boxes into their storage. I'm like, yo, what do you make on average doing this? He's like, it depends on the route. And I'm like, okay, but on average. He's like, $500 a day. And that's average. That means you can make more or make it a little less, Dude, boxes and driving, that's everything I used to do. I used to be a little thief whenever I was younger, so I sort of deserved this situation. Petty thief, steal stuff. I think I nose hair, sorry. Enjoy. Yeah, so my teeth are as yellow as this hat. Anyways, if y'all want to go to a moving company, okay, and y'all really want to make some good money for the work that you're doing, you're supposed to be making 500 plus. Doesn't matter if you're a foreman. Don't let them tell you otherwise. If you work 8 hours plus a day, dude, you're supposed to be making more than a doctor a year. Okay, that's incredible right there. Super unlawful of those people, the Russians, that were freaking treating me like trash. And they even, the second guy that was paying me 125 a day, he was not even paying me under the table. Like, that's how rude he was. He didn't want to pay me under the table. He was too greedy. For 125 a day, bro, you could shine shoes in New York for 125 a day, okay? Or at least you could before. Now everybody's cleaning them, differently. You got different materials. What I'm saying is, this is insane, okay? Once I talked to that person, there was two of them unloading the truck, and there's two, okay? That's how many we had in our crew. And I was making that amount, imagine. And right now my taxes for this year are supposed to be somewhere around 5,000 to 6,000. And I barely made any money, because 1099s kill, dude. So this is so sad. I'm working at Wendy's, barely making any money, and it's only enough to collect and to pay off my taxes for this year on my 1099s, because I'm on a W-9 over there. So it's like that, yeah. Yeah, so again, if you want to get paid well, you gotta find a good company, because these people are they're gonna sit on your back and tell you to move. Okay? Because these people I'm saying, they're just greedy, dude. So be careful out there, and drink plenty of water, like my neighbor Caesar told me. Also, wherever you're at, Caesar, we miss you, man, and your family. Sorry for the misunderstanding that me and you had. Might as well say it now. Whenever I meant to say, like I usually say to my friends, like, hey, no way, bro, show me. And whenever I said that to Caesar, Caesar was like, you doubting me, bro? And he grabs my shirt and he starts getting in my face. And he had this, like, piece on him to, like, he was doing some work. He had this piece of, like, it was a screwdriver. It was a screwdriver. Anyways, it's just a misunderstanding. I pissed him off. I'm like, no way, bro, show me. But I didn't say show me. I said no way. But that's how I usually started saying it. Like, no way. I didn't start saying show me. For a while after I started hanging out with other people, and they never said show me. They just said no way, and you're just expected to show them. Like, dude, yeah, for real, bro. And you're supposed to, like, be like, hell yeah, bro, I'm gonna show you. Watch this. Again, yes, moving company. Don't get killed out there, breaking your back, doing packing. Okay, listen, I did packing, loading, unloading. So you pack, load, and unload. It's insane, bro. Barely even got any muscle from all that. Got it in the gym 4 years in a row. So that's where you get it. And they don't. These people are the people that you work with there, the foremans. They don't even want you to eat. They want you to finish the job, and the foremans are making the $500. You're making jack, bro. That's the truth about this. So, I'm going crazy here. That's how my situation worked out, basically. So, again, for packing, you're supposed to be making like $200, easy. For loading, you're supposed to be making another 200 or 250, okay, or even 300. If you're supposed to unload, it should be like 350. So these people out here, man, they're just freaking insane, bro. Don't work for those people. Get a real job, okay, or at least get one that pays you enough. Don't work for those ass bosses. I work at Wendy's, and I make $14 an hour there, and that's because I'm maintenance. I'm a cook. I'm a prep. You know, I put in some work there. But like, if you're doing physical labor, where you gotta like really move stuff, look for that $500 a day. If they're paying you per day, they're paying you very little, like $250. Don't take it. I know it sounds like a lot to all those teenagers and people out there, but I left the moving company that was paying me $250 a day to work at a place that isn't 1099 and taxes wise. It pays less or more, but it pays more because it's W9. So yeah, look at me. I have to pay $6,000 off of like $16,000 or $17,000 made in a moving company. It makes me want to cry. I don't have any money. I paid the bills. That's what I did every month. Pop, 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 pop. Bills. And imagine me paying bills, and I have a wife and a child. Like, there's people out there at the moving company, okay? I've met those people, talked to them, that we drove together in the same trucks. Yeah, they make like $250 a day, bro. Some even $150. And guess what? They take advantage. These bosses take advantage of these people because they come from out of the country. Yeah. So, stay safe, gang. All right, army of people, and be smart. Watch this video. Get through it.